Imagine this. You're waking up on a Monday morning, feeling like life's just passing you by. Maybe you've got a good job, a routine, responsibilities. But somewhere deep down, you're questioning why it all feels so hollow. Or maybe you're going through something heavier, a loss, a breakup, the weight of uncertainty. And you're stuck wondering, what's the point of all this? If any of that sounds familiar, you're not alone. And you're definitely not broken. Today, we're talking about Man's Search for Meaning by Viktor E. Frankl. And this isn't just another self help classic. This is a deeply moving, powerful account of how meaning, not happiness, not success, but meaning, can become the anchor that gets us through even the darkest moments. Frankl was a psychiatrist, but he was also a survivor of the Holocaust. He endured the unthinkable life in Nazi concentration camps where he lost his parents, his brother, his pregnant wife. And yet, through that unrelenting suffering, he discovered something that would later change the lives of millions. When we can no longer change our circumstances, we are challenged to change ourselves. This book is for anyone who feels lost, stuck, or on the verge of giving up. It's for those of us craving purpose, not in a grand, perfect way, but in the small, steady way that makes us want to get out of bed in the morning. It's for people who want to take their pain and make it matter. The core idea of the book? Life never stops having meaning, even in suffering. In fact, Frankl argues that the search for meaning is the most powerful driving force in our lives. Not pleasure, not power, meaning. Inside those concentration camps, Frankl noticed something astonishing. Some people, even with nothing, no food, no freedom, no family, still found a way to carry themselves with dignity. They gave away their last piece of bread. They comforted others. They chose, in a place built to crush them, to live with purpose. That choice made all the difference. Frankl calls this the last of the human freedoms, the ability to choose our attitude in any given set of circumstances. Even when we can't control the world around us, we still have a say in how we respond. That idea might sound small, but it's radical. Because it means that even when life feels out of our hands, we are not powerless. And let's be real. How often do we feel that way in our everyday lives? Overwhelmed by bills, heartbreak, deadlines, bad news, burnout. It's easy to think we're trapped. But Frankl reminds us it's not what happens to us that defines us, but how we respond. One of the most practical ideas in the book is what Frankl calls logotherapy, a type of therapy that helps people find meaning in their lives, especially when they're struggling. According to him, meaning can be found in three ways: through work, through love, and through suffering. Through work, when we do something that matters. Not just high paying or high profile, but meaningful. Maybe it's raising a child, building a business, creating art, or simply showing up for someone. Through love, not just romance, but connection. Love gives us reasons to keep going, people to live for, and the reminder that we are not alone. And through suffering, yes, even here, Frankl doesn't glorify pain. But he says if we must suffer, we can choose to find meaning in it. That kind of mindset transforms pain into purpose. Let's make this real with a story. There was a man who had lost his wife and was drowning in grief. Nothing seemed to help. Then he came to Frankl. Instead of trying to take the pain away, Frankl asked him, "What if, instead of you losing her, she had lost you?" The man said she would have suffered terribly. And Frankl gently replied, "Then you are bearing that pain for her, so she wouldn't have to." The man didn't smile, but his eyes changed. He walked out with something he didn't have before, a reason. That's what this book does. It doesn't pretend life is easy. But it helps us see that even the hardest things can be turned into something that carries weight, something that means something. And this isn't just theory. People around the world have picked up this book and changed their lives. Take Nia, a cancer survivor, who read it during her third round of chemo. She said it was the first time she stopped asking, "Why me?" and started asking, "What can I do with this?" Today, she runs a support group for women in treatment. She says Frankel's words didn't cure her cancer, but they gave her a reason to fight. One quote from the book that stays with you: those who have a why to live can bear with almost any how. Simple. But once you really feel it, it stays in your bones. Your why is your anchor. Without it, we drift. With it, we rise. So, what does all this mean for you right now, today? It means that even if your life feels like a mess, even if you're grieving or confused or angry, there's still something inside you that can't be taken away. Your freedom to respond, your ability to choose what meaning you attach to your pain, and your power to keep moving, not because things are perfect, but because they matter. Here are a few things you can take with you. First, stop chasing happiness. Seriously, happiness is fleeting, but meaning? Meaning sticks. Ask yourself, what makes today matter? Who needs me? What can I give, even when I'm running low? Second, shift the question from what do I want from life to what does life want from me? It's a small shift, but it flips the script. Suddenly, you're not waiting for answers, you're listening for them. Third, remember that your struggles don't make you less worthy, they make you human. And if you can't see the meaning yet, that's okay. Sometimes meaning isn't loud, sometimes it's quiet. A whisper, a moment of connection, a small act of courage. But it's there. Man's search for meaning is more than a book, it's a companion for the hard times. A reminder that even when life strips away everything else, we still have something left: the ability to decide what this all means to us. So here's what you can do right now, today. Think about one challenge you're facing. Maybe something you wish you could escape. Instead of asking why me, ask what is this calling me to become? Write it down. Say it out loud. Share it with someone. Let that question guide your next step. Because meaning isn't something you find once and hold on to forever. It's something you create, moment by moment, choice by choice. And that's the quiet power this book hands you: not a perfect life, but a meaningful one. You've been listening to a summary of Man's Search for Meaning by Viktor E. Frankl,